Hi guys, we have just received amazing news from Avail project. So they are basically airdropping everyone who has used Ethereum layer 2s over the last year and a half. So if you've been farming airdrops on ZkSync, Starknet, Polygon, ZK EVM, and other chains such as Arbitrum Optimism, then you are looking for a very nice surprise airdrop from this project. More on this later. As well, we will cover a little bit regarding scroll. I will show you a great trick where you can use and save a lot of money on gas fees, as well as some amazing news regarding partnerships we're creating for our communities, both in Discord and on YouTube near the end of the video. Let's go. Alright, so before we talk about the Avail unification drop, let's try to understand first really quickly what Avail is. It is branding itself as unification layer for Web3, and as we know, the technical constraints have made it hard for different ecosystems to cross-pollinate and leverage each other's core strengths. What this means is that advancements in one ecosystem don't always translate to advancements in the other. For example, you have Solana, which is super fast, but it crashes all the time and it is very centralized. Then you have Polygon, which is of course very cheap and it is relatively secure, but my god, sometimes transactions on Polygon can take 20-25 minutes in times of congestion. And then you have ETH on the other side, which is the most secure network, or second most secure network in the world after Bitcoin, but we all know how freaking expensive transacting on ETH can be, at least until all the upgrades happen, right? So Avail is trying to basically be the bridge between different strengths of different blockchains to make them all work better together. Now, you can go into more details regarding these whole documentations, but let's be serious. We are all here because of the airdrop. So let's see what the criteria is and what this means for us. So there's 5 criteria for this airdrop. First, we have blockchain ecosystem developers, and these are developers who have made significant contributions to impactful GitHub repositories. And this is actually an ongoing meme in the crypto community because after Starknet has announced their GitHub repository contributors are getting a Starknet airdrop, then there's been about 1 million new Ethereum developers that are basically contributing to GitHub. And you see there's your little Jimmy 2-year-old, Sarah 5-year-old, they're all Ethereum developers these days. But I mean, in all seriousness, if projects are going to continue to reward people who are actually making meaningful contributions to GitHub, then maybe we should not completely fade this. Try to make some meaningful contribution and it'll probably be very well rewarded. Then you have incentivized testnet contributors. These are the validators and participants who placed on the Clash of Nodes incentivized testnet leaderboard, and more importantly, people who have been running the Avail nodes. And unfortunately, since there has been over 1 million light node clients, then they had to make some kind of cutoff criteria so that not everybody gets like $5. So unfortunately, only top 50,000 of the Avail node clients are actually getting an airdrop, but by all means, make sure to check the wallet that you have set up your node with, because you might just be one of the best nodes out there. Then this is the most important one, rollup users. This is the most farmed one. This is the one that's going to give the most rewards. And of course, the biggest allocation is reserved for rollup users. If you've been using Arbitrum, Optimism mainnet, Polygon, ZkEVM, Starknet, ZkSync Era, and if you have a lot of activity over the last year and a half, then you're looking for a very beautiful surprise. So I hope that you and your extended family eats well. Then you also have Polygon Proof of Stake stakers, and there's also significant community contributors, hopefully not insiders, but we'll see. Not to trash on Avail, I think it's a very legit project and I wish them all the best. Now, regarding how much this airdrop might be worth, I've been going through their documentations what feels like forever, and I could not dig out anything regarding tokenomics or token itself. So if you have info on this, or if they have released new information, please let me know in the comments below. And if you're actually claiming this, then you're going to need a Polkadot enabled wallet. When I was setting up my Avail nodes a couple of weeks ago, I have used Talisman and I've been really impressed with the UI and the simplicity of use, so I can also recommend you use Talisman. Now, regarding the claim itself, currently the website is incredibly buggy and glitchy because everyone and their grandma is trying to check it out, but by the time you're watching this video, make sure that you are on claim.availproject.org, and please always follow official links from their official Twitter accounts. That is the easiest and the best way not to get scammed. Stay safe. Another very important time-sensitive information is regarding Scroll. So they've started their quest season and it's called Sessions. And since April 17th until April 29th, when they're going to finally implement the Dencun upgrade for their network to reduce layer 2 Scroll gas fees, we can actually bridge into Scroll, and using their native bridge, you can send ETH or wrapped staked ETH, or using Stone on layer 0 technology. You can basically get the early mark and you can get the early points for their upcoming quest. Now, the strategy that I've used over the last year and a half, which has saved me hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars, is that I don't always send my Ethereum bridge transactions immediately. For example, currently the gas is pretty manageable, only 14, 15 Gwei, but for certain bridge transactions, such as Scroll Bridge, is going to cost you everything between $10 to $20 on a normal day. So if you want to make sure that you're actually getting the best price for your deposit, you need to actually edit the gas fee. And you can do this in either Rabbi or MetaMask. But before sending the transaction, you have to make sure not to use the recommended one. But if you're not in a rush, then you have almost 2 weeks for this one. You can set the custom gas fee and you can set it to like 7 or 8 Gwei, which will dramatically reduce your costs. And then your transaction is simply queued on the Ethereum network. And when the network falls to 7 or 8 Gwei, which happens every day, it usually falls to between 7 to 8 Gwei on the normal weekday, even if it's 4 a.m. in Europe. So usually you can simply wait it out, wait 24 hours, your transaction is going to go through, you're going to save $5 to $10 for one bridge transaction. And if you're airdrop farming, you're spending hundreds of dollars on bridge transactions. So yeah, this can save you like 10 years of Discord subscriptions. So now, on a more serious note, we have to take a quick look at the state of the airdrop game currently. And on one side, you have people who have loads of capital, loads of liquidity, and they simply gather points from the projects because every project is implementing a points program recently. So they simply cycle their liquidity, they make more money on their money, and it's kind of borderline unfair. But on the other side, you have people who are rich in time and perhaps knowledge and experience. And this is the main reason why we created our Discord over a year ago. So we understood that if you want to be on top of the crypto game, you cannot do it on your own. We all know that the best projects to farm are ZkSync, Layer 0, Hyperlane, Scroll, and others, but knowing what strategies to use to be most time efficient, to be in the loop, to understand what's going on in the market, this is where a community comes into play incredibly. And of course, we've done amazing work over the last year and a half. And for everyone who's serious about crypto, I highly recommend that you be a part of one such community. If this is something that interests you, make sure to check our subscriptions. And we also have a great airdrop tracking application that Santiago keeps updated all the time. Next, really quick update for Hercules DEX. If you're still bullish on the METIS ecosystem, this is probably going to be the biggest decentralized exchange on METIS, and they're having their Torch token sale on April 20th. The whitelist phase is over, you can join the public sale. It goes on a first come, first served basis, and currently, since the tokenomics are very promising, only 10 million tokens and starting market cap is implied around 16 million, this could be one of those gems that really surprises the market. Now, next up, we have Hyperliquid. Their spot listing for Per USDC is actually live, and Per is a token that was airdropped for people who had Hyperliquid points. So it's simply similar how Jupiter launched their WEN token, then this is the same analogy, same logic for Hyperliquid. If you have received Hyperliquid points and you have traded and accepted the recent terms, then you have tokens already waiting in your wallet. Next, we have some huge news for ZetaMarkets. So they have 4x'd the amount of Z score that you're generating as a celebration of the Halloween event. And until April 21st at midnight, so basically April 22nd, you can generate more volume on the platform. However, keep in mind that when you're looking at some maths from before, around 100,000 of volume on ZetaMarkets is generating you about $500 of Z score, according to the Wales market. And now you're generating 4 times that amount because you're paying about $100 in fees and you're generating about $400. So $160,600 is not a bad deal for the next couple of days. Very time sensitive. I hope you see this in time. Now we have some amazing news for people who are farming LogX or Orderly. So we're in the final stages of finalizing a partnership for communities, and if it goes through, then you will be able to generate some nice fee rebates for all of your trades. Because only the normal or LogX, so not Pro, the LogX OG, is the only one that supports referral systems. But with this one, you will be able to also participate while farming LogX Pro and Orderly. And even bigger news is that we're in the final stages of securing a better chance at getting a whitelist spot for probably the most anticipated and best AAA title on the blockchain, Illuvium. I've been following this one for almost 2 years now, and their open beta is starting on April 30th, but getting a whitelist spot for that is going to be very, very difficult. So, of course, we'll be bringing you this opportunity in the next couple of days, hopefully. There's also going to be $25 million in airdrop rewards for early testers. So not only you're going to participate in this probably insane game, but you'll also be a chance to make some serious money as well. Lastly, Bitcoin halving is around the corner. Maybe it has already happened by the time you're watching this video. And I'm actually really curious if our community thinks that this is a bullish sign, bearish sign, is it completely neutral? Where do we go from here? Is it already all priced in? Let me know in the comments. I'd really like to know how you're feeling. And that's basically a wrap for everything we want to talk about today. Remember, if you want to join our Discord, we have some incredible alpha shared there on a daily basis. And when you're ready to take crypto seriously, we are waiting for you. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. If you like the content, like and subscribe. Make sure to put the bell notifications on. As you can see, a lot of our content is very time sensitive. And one last reminder, something insane is cooking, and if you want to take part, make sure to keep an eye out. Never financial advice, but keep an eye out on DGen and enjoy. Enjoy your day, and till next time.